Right, hey, what's up, guys? We're Bros in Quarantine. I'm joined here today by Juan, and my other friend, Josh
It's
Kirby
good.
from
It's
his
good.
home in the valley. So today we're gonna be talking about our favorite top three movies of all time. I guess we're gonna try to have like a, I guess like from each genre, like a comedy movie or a horror movie, or even like a romantic movie. But so I mean, what makes a good movie, guys? Like literally, what makes a good movie?
Okay, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go first. So like
Right.
for me, like a good movie, like just like how you feel watching it, like what it makes you think afterwards. To me, that's what makes a good movie.
What about Josh?
For me, I love characters. I love to see character development. So as long as the movie has good characters, then I'm buying into it.
Well, I think a good movie has to have that like realism to it, whether it be an animated movie or even a horror movie, something realistic, and that we don't expect, as the viewer. But overall, it has to connect to the viewers in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to a comedy movie, a rom-com, or maybe action movie, like relate in some type of way. I definitely agree with Josh. Like character development is like one of my biggest, I guess, like pet peeves. Like if there's a character that should get development that didn't in the movie, it just ruins it. And I mean, overall, I feel like everybody has had a pretty good experience uh, watching movies and probably not as good. Like one of our worst movie experiences before we get to the top three movies. Like a movie that you went to watch and it was like the worst freaking movie. Like it was just like disappointing at the end. I guess does anybody want to go first?
I mean, I'm trying to think. I haven't really gone to the movies too much. Because I'm a cheapskate.
Who? Oh yeah, I was gonna say like who has? I mean with this quarantine stuff. I mean, okay, I'll go first. I guess one of the movies that I watched and was totally like, what the hell? Was I don't know if you guys remember, the Bye Bye Man or I don't know if you guys saw any commercials for it, but it was just a horrible movie, very predictable movie, and I was so let down by like the character development. I know there's one that's coming up, and I mean we'll see how that one goes. But it was just a bad movie. It was very predictable. Also the the Hobbit movies too. I hated how they created another movie, and it started from the way beginning. Where you're like, I watched all Lord of the Rings, and now they're making this about
Whoa, whoa,
you know what
whoa,
I'm
whoa,
saying?
whoa. Wait, but
Well, okay,
The Hobbit's based off a book too. There's a book
yeah,
called The Hobbit.
that's true, but I'm saying like that whole Hobbit series that they made was just, well, in my opinion, was just like, why the hell do they wait to like do that to us? Like, I mean that was one of my experience where I was like, what the heck, man? Like, just horrible. What about
Okay.
you? Juan?
Okay. Okay. For me, honestly, a couple months ago, I want to go watch the Fate in the Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw. Like, bro, honestly, I was chilling in the movie theaters, and like it was low key kind of boring. It's like the action. I mean, it was all right. Like The Rock, he's awesome, but I don't think he was enough star power to carry that movie. I just found myself bored sometimes of it.
Honestly, like all the Rock Johnson movies are great, but I think the camera just loves the Rock, dude. Like the camera just loves the Rock, and Dwayne Johnson just takes over the spotlight. Like in the Jumanji movies, like Kevin Hart's trying to be funny, but it's like Dwayne just says something like, "Bro, like get out of here," and
Like,
you're
bro, The
just like, "What
Rock.
the heck?"
Look at The Rock's body, bro. How are you not? Like, bro. Okay, you know what? We'll probably cut
Bro,
that
it's
in there.
we're probably gonna cut it off. We're
Yeah.
gonna probably cut it off at 10, at five something. But anyways, We lost Josh. I don't know what happened.
Wait.
Oh, here we go. He's back.
Okay,
No,
okay.
no, no.
I
You're
got
good.
one. I got one.
All right.
So, what was it, like a couple years ago? Bird Box came out, and like it was like super hyped up, and so I watched it with my sister, and it was like so boring, bro. Like I don't remember any of the plot. Um, it was just them being blindfolded like the whole time, and it was just dumb. I don't know, like no character development, felt like no plot, and yeah.
It's, I guess, in a reality sense, like one of the top movies that we've watched. Well, in my experience, like it's like the older movie. Like you don't have this CGI type of stuff coming up, and making the movie more realistic. Like I mean, another movie that I thought was like totally ridiculous, even though they had like a good cast. I thought, okay, first of all, you cast Beyonce to play, a lion in the Lion King remake. Like, don't get me wrong, the movie was great, but the cast was just like, come on. I mean, it's one of those things where you're just like, okay, I mean, she's great and everything, Queen Bee, but I mean, not my favorite. I mean, I don't think she's the best, but I mean, it's just like you cast her to play a lion and then she sings. Like, come on. I mean, Timon and Pumbaa made a better job than Beyonce. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bro,
Bro,
the Illuminati's gonna come for you, Victor.
bro, Cats. Have you heard about Cats, the movie?
Oh yeah, the
Bro,
biggest bust of the
bro, that's
freaking
that's the like
century.
creepiest movie ever, and they got like the most stars. Bro, do you see that cast list? Cast list ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because what the movies that are busts have like always a good, like, great casts, and like, movies that are a hit that are so horrible. I'm just like, how did it even get up there? Like, okay, Aladdin. I mean, yeah, Aladdin. Aladdin? Yes, Aladdin. I definitely didn't like the remake. I did not like it.
No,
No, I thought it was just bad.
no.
I mean, it's like the story of it. I mean, Will Smith is a great actor. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that they had to like remake the movie and like, I didn't enjoy it. I mean, I thought it was okay, but I was just like, they could have had better actors, honestly.
That's true. I enjoyed it, but that's just because I love the story of Aladdin. But yeah, I get you. I don't like all these Disney remakes. Disney remakes gotta stop.
But I mean, at one point, like, one point you're like, yeah, like I would like to see that in real life, like a real life remake. I think the Jungle Book was pretty good.
Yeah, but that's true. They did a good job with Jungle Book, but
They
like I
did.
don't know. I think a lot of the magic is held within animation. So when it comes to real life, it loses the magic, you know?
What do you think, Luis? One. I don't know. I know you keep cutting me off.
I mean, free. Bro. Y'all are like movie experts. I'm just casual, chilling. It's like y'all are here talking about animation. I'm just like a casual viewer. I'm not. I don't have as much knowledge as you guys. I would say.
I mean, as a viewer, you can tell a lot of things by what's created. I mean, we've been in, like, for example, like we've been in audio production, and like we are kind of getting a little bit of insight of what it takes to like make it there. But even in watching a TV show, okay, like Game of Thrones, we watched Game of Thrones, and obviously, I think I was disappointed. I know Josh probably hasn't watched it, but he needs to get on the train. But I feel like a lot of the fans were disappointed with that last
Yeah.
episode, and the fact that they only gave us 6 or 7, was it 6 or 7
I
episodes?
think it was 6. I think.
6 episodes and the final season, like, come on, bro.
Like I remember that summer when they announced that it was gonna be like a year or two. I was like, fudge. I want them to do it quick, quick. But when it came, I was like, damn, maybe they should have just taken longer to make
Yeah,
it
taking
better.
their time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about this prequel that's coming up, bro? Like, I know, like, we're gonna leave Josh in the shadows, but for a little bit. But like, again, going back to like the production and everything, like you saw like behind the scenes and everything, like how long did it take for them to shoot and the time that they were waking up. I think that it's like crazy that we get like such good product. Which honestly, like back, I think it's 2004 when the 2000 was it 2003 or 2004 when it all started. I
Nah,
don't
bro. I
remember.
think you're tripping. I think it started like in like
2006?
2008ish type stuff, you know? 'Cause I mean, look, 7 seasons. They've come out like 1 or 2 years in between. I'm thinking like 2008,
Uh,
2010, maybe, you know?
let's see. Let's see here. The first season was in 2011, bro. We're
Oh,
tripping.
damn. Yeah, no.
2011. We're so much tripping. April 17, 2011. I just looked it up. But man, I mean that is a show. That was a great show. I'm not. All right, Frozen Quarantine Part 2. Here we go. We get to the juicy stuff of our discussion today. So our top. We were gonna do top five, but now we switched to the top three. Top three movies. I guess Juan is gonna start us with top three movies, and let's see, let's see if there's a shocker in there.
Okay. My number 3 on my list, Inception.
Oh.
Oh, Inception. Whoa, whoa. So
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I
Inception.
I always heard about Inception, you know, but I honestly didn't watch it until about a few months ago. I think it was like last year. I finally had it recorded, had HBO and all that. I recorded it, and when I watched it, holy moly, you know, that concept of just like brain within a dream, you know, that shit was trippy. And then the cast, it had a nice little all-star cast too, you know. I thought, you know, Leonardo did a good job in that. Freaking the dude from Peaky Blinders, he was in there. Tom Hardy, freaking the girl from X-Men, the little one, you know, Juno. She was in there. No, but honestly, I thought like the whole dream sequence thing. I think that was a really good concept. But I think Christopher Nolan did that. You know, he's one of my favorite directors. I really like his movies, and I really like the whole concept of it. That's what made it my top 3. What about you, Josh?
Okay, so for my top, or for my number three, I have Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. So this is the second film in the Indiana Jones series. Personally, my favorite because it's the one I remember watching most as a kid, and upon rewatching it recently, it's super dark. Like it's definitely the darkest Indiana Jones movie that there is. And there's this little Asian kid named Data, and honestly, he's like one of my favorite actors. He played. He was also in the Goonies movie. But yeah, that's just one of my favorite movies from my childhood, and it's remained to this day. What about you, Vic?
I'm gonna go say it's the 2014 Interstellar, bro. Like
Oh,
it's
dang,
such a
dang.
good movie. You know, you got Matthew McConaughey, bro. Like, come on, you got Matthew McConaughey, Matt Damon in there, and just some top actors, bro. Wes Bentley. I'm looking at the name right here. But it's one of those movies that just gets you off guard, bro. Like the suspense and everything. I mean, space movies are scary. I mean, if you've ever watched that one too, like a movie that freaks you the f out. I mean, it's one of those movies that just gets your attention. I think that uh, Christopher Nolan, the director, did just a beautiful job with just recreating such a crazy, you know, uh, like outer space experience. So I think that was my top three.
So my number 2, you know, be ready to be shocked right here. Be ready. My number 2 is No Strings Attached. The
Dang.
Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman. Dude,
Oh
you know,
wow.
I'm low key like I went through like a romance phase of movies. Like 6 months, I would just like straight up just Natalie Portman movies and Anne Hathaway, dude. It's like the romance genre that shit just like took over my body, you know. Look, I'm a sucker for love, dude. I just love the whole story of No Strings Attached. You know, it's like casual hookup turns into real love. You know, it's like, bruh, that's like
Yeah,
I
that's
just,
crazy.
you know, it's like that shit. I just
Yeah,
love that. I love that. And then you know, Ashton Kutcher, he was like, you know, at the time, he was like the dude everybody wanted, you know, to be
yeah.
the actor. Then we got Natalie Portman in there, you know, she a little baddie too. Yeah, that's my second. That's my second favorite movie of all time.
Wow, definitely a shocker for me. I mean, Talk about your little something something. I mean, everybody does. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does. Josh?
Okay. For my number two, I have Star Wars: Return of the Jedi. Now, there's a lot of controversial Star Wars movies, a lot of hated ones. In fact, probably more hated ones than like Star Wars movies. But you can't go wrong with the original trilogy. This one is just the last one in the trilogy, and it has a good happy ending. And just Luke, Skywalker, Han Solo, and Leia. That's just like the three most iconic characters in movie history. So yeah, just always a great time to watch. In fact, yesterday, Star Wars Day, I watched it. So
Wow. Definitely one of those things where you're just like, what the heck,
You know
right?
that to me that's like obviously hey, don't hate on
Classic.
me. I just
No,
hate
yeah,
Star
classic.
Wars. I'm not a
dang,
Star
dang,
Wars.
dang.
I'm not a Star Wars lover at all. I'm a hater. But I think we live in a society where like, oh, Star Wars number one. So I anticipated it was gonna be there. I was ready for it.
Okay, so definitely my number two has to be the 2008 romance, fantasy, vampire uh, love story of
Uh,
Twilight, bro.
Whoa,
Damn, I
whoa,
forgot
no
about
Twilight,
way.
Twilight.
No,
Twilight,
dang, I
that
can't believe
first
that.
Uh,
movie. I mean, let me tell you, dude. Like, I see that movie and I still, I mean, you know, Robert Pattinson, he has to be one of the most controversial persons out there, as well as Kristen Stewart. And it wasn't because of the craziness, like the vampire. It was just the story was so good and well created, bro. Like, definitely one of my top favorite like sagas and series. But that one's definitely the best. I think just gets it going, bro. Gets it going.
Look, just to add on that, like, I watched all of the Twilight movies like within one weekend. And bro, let's just talk about the scene where Jacob stands up to the pack leader. Oh, bro, that shit's all bad. And she's like, "I am not gonna take orders from you. I am the grandson of the blah blah blah." I was like, God, I was out here ready to fight with him. It's like, bruh,
Dude, and then
Team
the
Jacob,
funny
Team
part,
Jacob.
yeah, I guess my favorite part of the movie was just the fact when Edward has to just convert Bella into a vampire. I mean, to save her life. I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, you can't go around. um, it was just a great cast, bro. It was really, really just a phenomenal cast, and I mean, just, I don't know. It was just good, too
It was,
good,
it was.
too good. I mean, it's a shocker, but I mean, man, just a and then okay, I'm gonna quote it right now. You know, the funniest one, because I think that's the funniest quote. It's so funny. It says, remember when she's saying that so the lion fell in love with the lamb. So I mean, I thought it was pretty funny, and it was like pretty ironic, cause I guess you can say it cannot happen in real life, but I guess it does happen in real life, like the
Yeah.
oddest couples.
I mean, like
Um,
you could think of that as like rich and poor. It's like rich falls
yeah,
in love
that's
with
true.
poor.
That's true. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go with the top movie. Maybe. I mean, I'm gonna say it's your top 10. You put it up there since we only had top three. But I mean, yeah, let's see. Let's hit us with a shocker.
Okay, boom, top one. It's already been talked about here. I didn't like the number it was in, but number one for me, Interstellar.
Oh, dang.
Banger, dude. When I watched that movie, I was like, oh. Then I rewatched it, I was like, what the just thinking about the whole time thing in it. That thing had me tripping. It's like, how did my boy Matthew McConaughey come back and then his daughter was a granny? It's like, bruh. Like just the whole space, time, pendulum thingamajigger, that is really what got me hooked into that movie. I really like that. And then Matthew McConaughey, really good actor. I really like his style. And then Anne Hathaway too. Gotta put it in there. Victor already talked about all the good stuff, but yeah. Number one, Interstellar for me. What about you, Josh?
Wow.
Okay, so for my number one, I think it might be a little shocking, but I picked Pixar's Monsters Inc.
Oh.
So
Oh,
I love animated movies. Big Pixar fan, and I just remember watching this as a little kid all the time, and all the characters are really great, and all of them have good character development, and they're just all like so lovable. And I still can rewatch it as many times as I want to this day, and it just doesn't get boring.
That's good. That's good.
I guess definitely one of the OG ones, bro, because I definitely watched that one and I was
I
like,
know.
damn, what a movie. I guess my number one movie, and it's gonna be another one, but my man Leo DiCaprio just went off on this movie, and everybody thinks it's overrated, but uh, the 1997 film Titanic, bro, like you can't go wrong with Titanic, bro. You can't go wrong with Titanic. I mean, it's just one of those movies that brings back a lot of. I mean, not. I mean that it's based on quote unquote real life events that happened, but just the story and the way that they literally like went back in time that Rose went back in time and actually like we got to see like her story being told. It was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. And I mean, DiCaprio just blew the hell out of. I don't think there would have been a better Jack, in my opinion. But
You know,
that's my type of one.
like I've never watched Titanic. 3 hours, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that. But like,
I
bro.
mean, hey, it's gonna be the 3 best hours of your time, bro.
But like, hey, I've been on YouTube. We get on some clips. It's like,
Yeah, yeah,
the most legendary Titanic clip of all time. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, Jack, paint me like you're painting. Like, oh, I was like, my girl Rose, what's up?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. Just a crazy experience, man. Anyways, so I guess we're getting close. I mean, we're getting close to the end of our segment here.
Still have our
And
honorable mentions.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention round. I guess.
Speed round.
Yeah, speed round. Honorable mention speed.
Okay, honorable mention for me. It just came out a few months ago, 1917. The format it was shot in, bruh. It was just awesome. It just looked like one continuous.
Bro, I've been wanting to watch that movie.
No, it was dope. It was dope. What about you, Josh?
Infinity War, best Marvel movie, hands down. What about you, Vic?
I think honorable mention is Endgame, bro.
Oh,
Endgame.
dang. Endgame's
Marvel
good too, bro.
Endgame. Yep. I think it was such a great movie that was produced. I'm gonna throw in there Captain Marvel too, bro.
Oh, no, bro. Oh, bro, I can't get behind Captain Marvel.
I don't know about all that.
I can't get behind Captain Marvel, bro.
Hey, they're gonna make another one. So, hey, well, fingers crossed.
Hopefully it's better. Hopefully it's better.
And they just only gave us a sneak, like a little bit of her background. But
Bro,
I think
she has a bad attitude.
they picked the right actress for that movie.
No.
I mean, who else would have made a better Captain Marvel, bro?
Bro, literally.
Amy Fox.
Bruh, Loki. You know how I really want to come into the Marvel universe? Freaking Lily Collins, bro. Ooh. Like, bro, Lily Collins just so pretty, Like, sure, she probably won't be like a dope superhero, but bro, she's just beautiful. Actually, you know what? Cut that out. That doesn't need to be in there. Cut that out.
Well, it's gonna be in there, bro. I honestly, all right, we got another one. Another honorable mention, bro. Just go for it. Now that you got us going.
Okay, you go first, Josh. Let me think.
Okay, another honorable mention that was on here, The Goonies. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that movie?
Oh, The Goonies.
Are those like the caveman ones?
No, so it's like a adventure movie. These kids their families are being kicked out of their homes, and they find a pirate treasure map, and they're on the run from gangsters while they're trying to find this treasure to save their family. Super good. Steven Spielberg. Can't go wrong with Steven Spielberg.
He's a little controversial, but he makes good money.
Yeah. All right. My fourth and final, hot round. I'll never mention. I think nobody gave it a lot of credit, but I'm gonna say It's called oh my god, it was by Del Toro. Um, what is it called?
Oh, I think you know I. Oh, fuck.
Guillermo del Toro. He just came up with it. Oh my god, it's Shape of Water. The Shape of
Oh yeah,
Water.
yeah.
What a freaking movie, bro. That movie is, just The Shape of Water, bro. Honorable mention. Could have been in my top five. Who knows? But The Shape of Water, Guillermo del Toro, as well. The Pants Labyrinth, bro, and all the Hellboys, bro.
What
That
about the
been
new ones? You
product.
like the new ones or no? The new one,
Which one?
the newest Hellboy. Did you like it or no?
The newest Hellboy. I haven't seen it, bro.
Oh, okay, okay.
But yeah. What about you, bro? Juan?
Oh, okay. I mean, I watched it, but I mean, I thought it was
No,
whatever.
I
I
mean,
thought,
what's your honorable
oh,
mention,
my other
bro?
on.
Running
Okay, my other
down
honorable
fast.
mention. Ooh, going back to my romance phase. Um, Freak. I forgot what the movie was called. It was like Love and Drugs, something like that. It was um Anne Hathaway and Jake what's his name? You already
Jake
know. You already
Gyllenhaal?
know
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal?
Gyllenhaal. Like where he's a pharmacist and then he finds Anne Hathaway and she has like dementia or something, but he still falls in love with her. Like bro, I love that. I love the whole romance. That's my other honorable mention.
Who did you say was it?
It was like love, drugs, and something else.
Dude, and Watch, bro. That was a good movie. Oh yeah, Love and Other Drugs. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, love and other
yeah.
drugs. I really
Bro, Brokeback Mountain. If you haven't watched that movie, it's fucking epic with Jake Gyllenhaal and fucking
Heath
the
Ledger.
late great Heath Ledger, bro. What a great movie. I'm just gonna throw that in there because it was just a shocker for everybody around that time, 2005. I mean, Anyways, that was our segment for Bros in Quarantine, bro. I hope you guys liked it. I My name is Victor, and I'm gonna sign off as well as.
My name is Juan. Have a good day.
Joshua, talk to you guys later.
Yep. See you guys.